Hi, I'm Mandy from the Queensland Museum Network, and I'm the Learning Officer at the Workshops Rail Museum in Ipswich. Today I'm inviting you to be an historian with me and share some stories about old photographs. Maybe you've got lots of old photographs at home, taken of your parents, grandparents when they were children, or even earlier than that. Ask them lots of questions about their photos so you can learn about your family history. Have you ever looked at old photos and wondered who's in those photos? Where was it taken? Or what's happening? Old photos are great because they can tell us stories about what happened a long time ago. And that's one of the cool things about my job here at the Workshops Rail Museum. I get to look at a lot of old photos of the Ipswich Railway Workshops, where the museum is today, and I can learn about things that were very different in the past and also some things that were the same. I want to show you a photo I have today of the boiler shop because this is the building we are now in today. It was taken 110 years ago, not far from the spot I'm sitting in today.
This is where they used to make and repair the boilers, the big metal cylinder on the front of the steam engine that produced steam to make the trains go. So this is a boiler here. So let's have a look at one of my favourite photos of the boiler shop. What can we see in it? Well, I can see some men working and a big machine helping them lift up the metal to make the boiler. And also have a look at the floor. What's it made of? Yeah, it's dirt in the photo. I wonder if it's still the same. No, if you look at the floor now, it's cement. Can you see there's a boiler in the background? And also these are parts that will go on the end of boilers. I can also see round windows, which are still in the building today, and some of the arch windows. So do you think this is a new photo or an old photo? Yes, I think it's very old too. It's not very clear, there's no colour, and also if you look at the man's hat and the clothing they're wearing, I don't think people wear things like that to work today anymore, do you?
What's even better with old photos is if you can have someone tell you a story about them or maybe about the place they were taken. And that's one of the reasons why I really like boiler shop photos so much. See, I had lots of people in my family who worked at the Ipswich Railway Workshops in the past, including one of my great uncles who was a boiler maker and worked in this very shop. So this is a boiler, and these are basically what's used to make the steam to make steam engines go. The story my great uncle told me is about a particular site supervisor that they had who no one really liked that much. Apparently he was pretty strict, made them do a lot of extra work, extra dirty work, extra hard work, that kind of thing. So what my great uncle and some of his teammates would do, when these boilers came in for repair, they'd have to remove these rivets, basically these screw type things that do hold the boilers together. They figured out a way to line up the boiler and the rivets in such a way that when they removed the rivets, they would ping across the workspace and clatter around that supervisor's desk, giving him a big fright. Extra points were awarded to any worker who could actually get the rivets to bang on the desk. Pretty naughty of them, I know, but I think it's a really cool story because it helps me understand a bit of what it was like working here a long time ago. Of course, we know that people wouldn't do that in a workplace today. I've shared with you a personal family story based on a photograph. Maybe you could also record some of your family stories. Ask your older family members if they've got some really cool photographs and great stories, and you can write them down, or maybe you could record them or make a photo book. If you want some ideas on types of questions to ask, we have a great online learning resource on our webpage. It's called Generating Electricity Past and Present, and it gives you lots of suggestions on how to look at old photos. We get lots of photos sent into the Workshops Rail Museum from families who actually used to have members who worked here at the Ipswich Railway Workshops. So our curators and collection managers go through those and they start to look for the stories and do lots of research. And that way we can share them with you. We also have a range of wonderful online photographs on the Queensland Museum collections online, so go check them out. So what's your story? We'd love to hear. Please share some photos and stories of your family with us at the Queensland Museum. Thanks for joining us again today. Until next time, bye.